It is it's Saturday, October the 3rd of 2020, and this is RT365. What's going on, my sexy YouTubers? Welcome back to Ricky2365. My name is Rick, and this is my channel, guys. Today, I'm bringing you guys the Armenian protests in Hollywood, California. Hey, things are happening, and I'm gonna bring you some news. So hopefully you get what's going on. It is right now 10:30 p.m. Arizona time, or MST, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing good, and I'm here for you guys. Okay, let's do this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Okay, but yeah, this is what you want to see. Look at this shit show that we have on the back, guys. This is crazy. This is just the latest. The latest and the greatest. Just imagine that you live in California, okay? And then you went out with your family and you want to have a dinner or something, or and then now you face this kind of shenanigans, on your way home, and then you don't get home for the next 5 hours. These people are blocking the roads. This is just another level of stupidity. That's how I call it, guys. Like, for real. Somebody tell me. Let me do something real quick right here. I need to deactivate. Do I need to deactivate one of my? No, all my cameras are good. Okay, we're good. I've been having issues with my cameras. One of the rings has been going like crazy for no reason. But anyway, guys, if you like to call the show, okay? You can call the show. I'm gonna put the number right here. The number is 520-261-7246. 520-261-7246. What's going on, my guys? What's going on? Taylor, welcome back, Taylor. It's 10:30 here, Taylor. I know it's kind of late where you are or whatever, but thank you for showing up. And yes, this should be like, this is preposterous, This is like the worst thing that you can have. Just imagine, there's easy on that shot right here, easy 100 vehicles, and I'm sure that at least one individual is having an emergency, So what are you gonna do if you have an emergency? You're gonna step out of the vehicle and start walking towards the hospital? At what point enough is enough? This is like, this kind of protest right here in the roads. It's like, in my opinion, it's like screaming fire at a hospital. It is just crazy. But people wants to continue doing this kind of shenanigans. They like to do to call everybody's attention. And the worst thing here is that not many people are gonna get arrested. Probably nobody gets arrested. It's California. Stand down. That's what they say to the police officer. Stand down. Hey, don't interfere with the peaceful protests, protesters. But in reality, if you are impeding traffic on a major road in America, this is bottom line. This is kind of terrorism, When you stop people from going to the hospital, going to their homes, when you interfere and intervene and stop my freedom by doing this kind of thing, this should be considered terrorism. That's what I'm saying. If you're not actively moving on the road, terrorism. If you're in the middle of the road, get them in jail. Get all of them in jail right now. It's crazy. Isn't it illegal? Oh, for MC Watch, I think it's illegal. But I'm not an expert. I need to get me an expert advisor, like a legal advisor that can come to the show and kind of hang out with us, and hang out, and give us that kind of insights, because for real, this is just nonsense. Let me get you guys some background music, beats. This is good. Perfect. Tell me if the background music it's good enough. I'm gonna put it right there. One second. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing, testing. 3 4 5 3 4 5. Sorry, guys. I just want to bring you some. Oh, shit. The fucking. You see what I'm saying? Is the Ring camera. It's like always in my house, like boom, 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 boom. But anyway, guys, let's get back to what's happening right here. Damian Henderson, what's going on? How are you doing today? So close to all this. This is why we are leaving California, brother. One of many reasons. Let me tell you, Damian, you know, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And then I'm okay with people that want to stay in California. You know, God bless them. You know, I see people are getting out of their vehicles. This is crazy. So let me tell you something, guys. You know, let me tell you something, Damian. When I retired from the military, I was offered a job in California. Okay, and this job was gonna pay me $170,000. $170,000. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, even for California. You know. And in addition to that, you know, my wife was going to work, plus my daughter was going to go to college, you know. They were going to receive, you know, military benefits, X, Y, and Z. And guess what happened, guys? You know, I did some research, and I started looking into the crime. I started looking into videos around YouTube, you know. And I'm not going to mention the county. I'm not going to mention the company. But I declined the job, you know. During the interview, I declined the job because I saw, you know, traffic, it's horrible. Traffic is the worst thing that you can have in California. It's just bad, you know. The second thing is that the cost of living and the taxations from the counties, you know, and what was the other one? The tax on the homes, you know. And I was like, wait a second, you know, I'm gonna buy this house for almost $900,000. And I was like, wait a minute, people, wait a minute. You know, I purchased the same house, same size, pretty much the same amenities that I have here in my house in Arizona for $305,000. In California, it was $900,000. I mean, the same thing. I think I have 50 more square footage in this house, you know? And my neighbors are amazing. I got to tell you guys. And then dealing with this kind of BS, you know, this is not one of the only things, you know. Since I've been in Tucson, I accepted a job here. You know, pays a lot less. I understand. I know. But guess what, guys? You know, I don't have to deal with none of this nonsense. And we do have a population of homeless people, which is something that is very bad in California. But and let me tell you guys, the government does enough to keep them. How can I say this? To keep them okay within reason, you know. And most of those guys and ladies, they're homeless because they decide to be homeless. God bless them, you know. They decide to be homeless. It's okay. So anyway, guys, we are here today talking about the Armenian protests in Hollywood. This is shutting down 101 freeway. You guys know, I mean, if you're here watching, you know 101 in Hollywood. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the video, and start talking to us in the comment section below. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. So, Damien, I heard you, RT, man. I gotta tell you, man, it's just ridiculous. O4C watch, good idea. Quiet is better. It is, you know, when you have family, when you have I mean, when you have a life, when you're trying to have a life. And then let me tell you something. The other thing that I got to tell you, in California, it's not too easy for a conservative to live in California. I won't be wearing this hat in California anywhere, you know. And the other thing about California is the restrictions that you have for 2A, you know, for the 2A, for the Second Amendment, you know, which is I mean, almost impossible to get a permit to carry and conceal. And let me tell you something. Oh, look at those police officers. They're going crazy. You know, they're going. Oh, Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3. I mean, and this is what you got to think. If you're watching this video, guys, this is what you got to think. I mean, just imagine the amount. I mean, they have but a small group of people, you know, less than 500, you know, which is a small group of people, you know. It's a lot of people, but anyway, we're not talking about thousands of people marching in the streets, you know. We're talking about less than 500 people, you know, on the streets doing their thing. And you have to dispatch patrol car after patrol car. I think they have 25 plus police officers, patrol cars, plus the police officers. I mean, how much this is costing? Now, California, because you got to remember that this is not being paid by the state of California. This is being paid by the taxpayer, the poor people of California. Yes, they do have a bunch of millionaires, but guess what? Those millionaires have businesses, and they put all their assets, all their income into those LLCs and incorporations. And guess what? At the end of the year, I think it spoke too much. I mean, there's not even 100 people here. You know, look at these guys right here marching down the street. I mean, this is in my opinion, this is totally illegal. Okay, I cannot stand behind this right here and support these guys, you know, blocking the streets. Maybe they have a good good intention, you know, but I don't think this is gonna be good for anyone. So, Roman, what Roman is saying, this will become thousands very soon. Maybe Roman, maybe you're talking about. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. You know, people stop on the street. I mean, how many people are getting arrested right now? How many people are getting arrested right now? This is just ridiculous. You know. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm saying to you guys out there. Okay, I see that Roman is getting aggravated. No way, Roman. Good for you, Roman. Look at this. Look at these POSs. Look at these pieces of shit right here. They got the panties. Anyway, this is what I'm saying to you guys. Okay, if you're gonna have a protest, if you're going to organize a peaceful protest, peaceful, that's the key word, peaceful protest, you know, you need to educate yourself first. Educate yourself. Okay. That's the first thing you got to do. Then you need to find a place where you can gather with people and you guys can talk about, you know, X, Y, and Z, you know, because every time that you have 2 or 3 cats that wants to, hey, let's do a protest in front of the 101 on the intersection of 35 and then fuck Hollywood, you know, don't worry about these people, you know, nobody cares. You know, every time something like this happens, it just comes to chaos and people get shot and people get run by, you know, the police. There's a guy running on the freeway right there, you know, but you guys don't see that. What I'm trying to tell you guys here is that exactly, Taylor, 100%, Taylor, you got it. They need to get a permit, you know, get a permit, do your thing, do your protest, you know, and then allow the police officers to block. Let's say you want to do on the freeway, you know, ask the government, as the mayor, as the city council. Hey, I'm gonna be doing this protest in the X, Y, and Z place. And guess what? Once they grant you the permit, they will block the road for you. They will have security for you. They will help you out with the protest. They will make sure that you're safe. They probably bring California. They probably bring water and sleeping accommodations and a safe haven for to use needles, because that's the way California is turning. I don't know if you guys know that, but this is the way California is turning. So, Damien, Armenians have been good to me for enough. I mean, the people, Armenian people are amazing. You know, Armenian Americans are amazing. Okay, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Oh, this is over. What's going on? I am the only one right here next to these guys. So, you know, Armenian Americans are... Let me get back right here. Give me 1 second, guys. Don't go anywhere. I got you. There we go. There we go. This is what we got. So Armenian Americans are amazing. You know, don't get me wrong. Those guys are doing, those guys are doing amazing. Did I say Armenian Americans? They're pretty good, you know? Oh, you were talking to Roman, no worries. But let me give you a little bit of background on what's going on, okay? The protesters arrived in Hollywood around 4 p.m. So this shit's been going on since 4 p.m. in the afternoon, okay? Nonsense. Just fucking nonsense, okay? And the crowds swelled to more than 100 people. More than 100 people. I mean, is this really a protest? Is this really a call for action? I mean, what is this triggered by? You know, because I'm learning as I go with you guys right here, you know? And it's just making no sense to me, okay? And I would love to say to you guys that everything will be fine, that, you know, but I got to tell you guys, this is just nonsense. So what was going on? Several people spoke to the crowd, calling for more coverage from CNN and other media outlets, and denouncing that attacks in the separatist territory. So it looks like there's some attacks happening, okay? What did they say right here? They are still counting to perpetrate genocides against the American... Oh, Jesus. Shit, you know... Is this serious? I mean, is this serious? I am reading this with you guys right now. I mean, what is going on with our Armenian Americans? I mean, I'm not calling on all Armenian Americans. I'm calling on the ones who are protesting here. They are still continuing to perpetrate genocide against the American people. They're talking about Azerbaijan, Azerbaijan, and Turkey needs to be held accountable for the genocide, aggression, and the intentional. Media has a role to play in holding those actors to account and holding leaders to account to ensure that Armenia and Turkey are condemned unequivocally, say Alex Galitsky. I mean, they're using some big words. I cannot even say this fucking shit. Communications director for the Armenian National Committee of America. Fighting broke out on September 27 in the region and in some of the worst Nagorno-Karabakh and surrounding areas since the end of 1994. So I mean, this is all for war. You know, it looks like Armenia already has killed 19 civilians. What the fuck? Say starting since that 20% of I don't even know how to say this word. God damn it! It's under an illegal military occupational that is displaced in many. Azerbaijans. That's the way you say. That's how you say Azerbaijans. 1 million Azerbaijans became refugees and internally displaced. Something. Akshvay Agaji say We want peace, but peace can only be anyway. You know what? This is a lot of stupid shit right here. Okay, this is just propaganda. This is some freaking bullshit. This is what I'm seeing, guys, right here. Okay, what I see right here is the freeway 101 in Hollywood, California is being blocked down by these guys right here. Okay, you know, displaying some flags. You know, they're trying to bring a message. You know, but as you guys can see right here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. Look at what are you doing sitting on the side of the freeway? You know, what is going on right here? What kind of do you think that you guys bringing some type of impact? You know, people are just gonna be pissed at you. You know. And I'm not saying that everybody will be pissed at the situation. What I'm saying right now is because clearly they're not. But the people who are on the street, on the road, those people are gonna be like, what the heck is going on? You know, like why is my 1 hour commute to home now is becoming 3 hour commute to home? You know, to my house. I mean, you gotta understand that, you know, you might have your opinion, you might have your feelings, you might have your problems at home, maybe you're trying to help your country, maybe you're trying to do, but there's always a place and a time to do these kind of things. You know, if you really want to help your country, okay, go boycott the headquarters of CNN and Fox, you know, and CBS, you know, on front of the headquarters, not on the freeway, you know, where people are traveling, because by doing this, by exercising your freedom of speech, you know, you're impeding other people's freedom to travel freely in America. You know, just imagine that you are the one sitting on your vehicle right now. You know, it's just ridiculous. Let me get back to the chat real quick. What's going on? Taylor right here. You can impede traffic. That's against the law. And peaceful protests can interfere with traffic. So some of y'all are just too liberal to comprehend. You know, Taylor, you got a point. You got a point. And you know what? I think that people will disagree with you within the chat. But hey, the beautiful thing is that we live in America, you know, and just to see that, because I see that some people are disagreeing with you, just to see that you can have your own opinion, you know, and other people can disagree with you is beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. It's not like you're living in one of these countries like Turkey or Armenia, where maybe if you have your own opinions like this, you're getting a little bit of trouble. So let me take a quick look about that, you know. Okay, so I'm doing a quick search right here on Turkey. Freedom of speech is an ongoing crisis. So there's no much freedom of speech in Turkey. So Turkey leads the world in imprison journalists and continues to arrest anyone who voices opposition to the Erdogan government. Okay, so you know, so this is the beautiful thing, you know, because you come from Turkey. Something is happening over there, and then you go into America, you know, into the free roads of America, and you protest. Okay? But you won't do this in Turkey. Matter of fact, you left Turkey, you came here to do this kind of shit. What I'm saying, guys, what I'm trying to get is very simple. Just be nice, you know, be nice. Try to find common grounds, you know, trying to find common grounds. You don't have to block the freaking freeway. You know, in California, there's a couple things that are wrong about California. One of them is traffic, and you're gonna make it worse. Anyway, Michael Hearns 315. Don't compare Turkey with Armenia. Let me take a look. Because I'm not a Armenian or Turkey expert. Let's say what's going on in Armenia. Oh, Armenia. Everyone shall have the right to freedom of expression, including freedom to search for, receive, and impart information and idea. Okay, we cannot compare it. Looks like some people have freedom of speech, Armenians. Some people don't. People from Turkey, which is, hey, I just learned that today with you guys. Thank you guys for being on the chat. By the way, guys, if you're new to the chat, if you're new to the video, subscribe to the channel. Every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we go live. Myself and Lisa B, we discuss these kind of things, you know, in a moderate, how can I say, in a way where people can talk to each other, you know, and we most of the times we disagree, you know, we have our own opinions. You know, I wear a Trump hat. She is independent, and maybe we get a caller or two who are liberals, you know, who wear Biden hats, you know, whatever. And you guys are more than welcome to use your phone, call the show, like for real. Like, you can call right now. If you have anything that you want to talk, if you have any experiences, personal experiences about Turkey or Armenia, and you want to say to everybody who's watching, you know, just call. 520-261-7246. We won't call you back. We won't sell you messages. None of that garbage, okay? We are really a how you call it? Independent media? You know, you get the point. Anyway, let me give you guys some time to continue on the chat. Taylor, how you doing, Taylor? Hey, Jacob. Jacob Nathan, where is this feed without the talking? You should call. I was gonna say something very stupid. I was gonna say, like, you should call your mother. You know, she will give you the address. But I'm totally joking. Okay, I don't want you to feel offended. This is from Fox, man. Just go to Fox News, and they will give you the feed without the talking. Okay, or you can go to www.ilovetrump.com, and you will see the video without the talking. Okay, Jacob, my man. We have a phone call right here. Is Jacob's mother right now? I know that was too much. My bad, brother. My bad. It's a joke, okay? So hopefully you can take a joke. You can go back on the chat room and talk to me about, oh, you guys speak Spanish. You guys stupid. Your accent, whatever. Give me a second, guys. Hey, Jacob. I'm joking. You know, this is crazy. It looks like they block traffic in both sides of the freeway, you know? Wow, this got to be crazy. So anyway, let's go back to the let's get back to this comment right here. Okay. Where we are, guys? Hey, Drip CXO, what's going on, mate? Hey, don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the channel, okay? because and click the notification bell. So every time something stupid like this happen, you get a notification. Like something it's worth. Trust me. The cost is null and void when this happens. You know, Damian, you got a point, man. You got a point. Every time people go to the streets and start, just look at how backed up the traffic is. Just imagine that is your family, a family member of you, is on in an ambulance, trying to get to a hospital. You know, this could be life or death. You know. Anyway, I'm probably too thinking this too much. You know, maybe an ambulance can take another route, you know, get there faster, you know, maybe nothing happened. But I got to tell you guys, what about there's a pregnant woman? I mean, you never know. You never know. Tovet, thank you. This is beautiful. Andres says this is beautiful. Please, Michelle, you can defend this to any logical American if you try. Let me see who's Michelle. Michelle, where are you? So let's see Michelle right here. She's saying, she's like, oh, she's the one that say, don't compare Turkey with Armenia. Then she goes to say Turkey is a separate country. Armenia is a separate country. Good. Okay. You know, she's like an expert, Armenian expert. Hey, Michelle, you can call the show if you want to, 520-261-7246. Okay. What did the looting accomplish? Nothing, Michelle. Nothing. Looting never accomplished anything. Okay. It's one of those things. No, I'm nice. I just don't agree with blocking the freeways. That's all. You're correct. I mean, I got to tell you the truth. You know, the people of Armenia, they got to be very, very fed up with whatever is going on, because I mean, for 25 of them to go take to the roads of California and block the street for a couple of hours and back up the traffic this bad, I mean, they gotta be into something else, you know. I want to know if somebody got arrested. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. I think I have a feed from earlier today that will show the whole Armenian protest. I want to share with you guys so you guys can see. So okay. Let me bring it back. There we go, rather. Jesus. So guys, let's say it's not, you know, let's talk about this, you know. The question I'm going to ask you guys is, let's say you're in traffic, you're going home, okay? And because I'm pretty sure that you guys in the chat room, you guys are, you know, somehow aware of what's going on. Oh, by the way, if you subscribe to the channel, we have a, where is it? There's an alert box. Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, your name will appear right here in the front of the camera. So make sure that you guys get the alert box. Let me test it real quick. Oh yeah, it will work. Yeah. So guys, come on, come on, Tony. Narinus, DeepZXO, BullyGN. I know you haven't subscribed to the channel, you know? So it will take you 3 seconds. Come on, subscribe to the channel. Anyway. So the question to you guys is, let's say you're going home, you're on the freeway, you are in California, let's say, and then out of nowhere, guys, out of nowhere, you find that, you know, the streets are blocked and you can figure it out. You know, you start, you know, you're sitting on traffic, you know, wasting your gas, you know, and then you start looking through Facebook and then you figure it out. Oh, the people from Armenia are having a protest on the middle of the street. They told nobody knew about this, you know, but there's at least 10,000 vehicles on the road backed up, you know, at least 3 hours backed up, you know, when something gets in California, it gets really crazy. What will be your thought? What will go through your head? You know, off-topic questions to the Armenians in the chat are the name Lilith and Shana. Common first names for Americans girls. Those were the 2 names of the ones I dated. Damien, come on, Damien. Come on, Damien. Come on, Damien. What's going on, man? You got now. You better call them back and tell them, hey, I just throw your name out there. You know? No, I'm joking. Damn. Not really. Come on now. Tank status. Okay. That's a Meling and Cran, why you retracted your message, man? What's going on? You know, I can still see your messages, okay? Just by the way. Yep, I can see your message. You got this. You got this, guy. Yeah, I think this is more like a territorial thing that they have going on. You know, it's not something new. This is something that is being happening for many moons. You know, but hey, let's get some different music. What do you guys think? Okay, let's go. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. This is from Epidemic Sound, by the way, guys. Don't blame it on me. I'm gonna kill myself over this bullshit. There we go. That's going to hell, Vic. Blame Black Lives Matters. There we go. Hey, let me tell you something. Tank status. Blame Black Lives Matters. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to name me one program, one school, one anything that is being funded by the Black Lives Matters organization after they receive millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know, I'm not saying that you are in favor or against. I want to ask you a question directly to you, Tank status. Name one program, one organization, one individual, other than the guy that purchased a home in Georgia with the Black Lives Matters money. Name one anything that is being funded by that money who was at some point collected by the poor people of America. Tovet T says this is not territorial. Tovet, if you're that smart into this subject, call the show 520-261-7246. Give us a rundown, you know, give us a you know, in a nutshell. Come on, call the show. I'm waiting for your call. Eric is yet no one listens when something dramatic doesn't happen. You guys need to stop reading the propaganda. It's not genocide. It is Armenian land and Azeris are being backed by Turkey to take out the Armenian people. All the evidence. No, now you're talking about evidence. Toviti, Tovet. I try my best. Hey, call the show, man. Taylor, if someone is informed, calling to the show to speak with that protest is about, because I have no idea what they're protesting. I have no idea. Like Taylor, like for real. I have no idea. I mean, what I see right here is that the Republic of Artsank, how the fuck they say this shit? Ministry of Foreign Affairs has called for international recognition of independence. That's what we got. This is what we got right here. This is from the news. Okay, I'm not coming up with this kind of BS. I will show your thing right there, Tegan. You're just idiot. You're killing the entire video. Just shut up. Oh, you're funny. Okay, let me. I'm gonna put you in timeout. Okay, this is what we do to children. Okay, so I'm gonna put you in a timeout. So go do your potty face into the corner of the room. I think it's gonna be for 5 minutes, and after the 5 minutes, you can come back here and talk to us, to the grown adults. Okay, I don't do this, all the time. You just happen to be the one right there, like on the middle. Like the one like I saw. I'm like, oh shit. Most of the times I just don't even look into it. But yeah, I saw your shit. So who is in timeout? Tigran, like the Tiger Galstian. I just put you in timeout. 5 minutes. Okay? But you got this. Go to the room. Go to the corner. Timeout. Okay? But you'll be back. You'll be back in a second, man. Real neutrality saying, where is Cower ABC? I'm gonna ask. I want to know where Fox is. I want to know where Fox is right now. Hey, Mishran Sarksian, when you're talking about your arming Israel arming Azerbaijan, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense to a point, but I mean, they understand. The people of Israel understand. If we give them planes, if we give them weapons, they cannot just sell them forward. It's kind of makes sense. So if you have any real evidence, I say to you that you should call your congressman and tell them, hey, I know where the transaction is happening. I know who is doing the transaction. I know who is paying for this. Okay, but I mean, you're speculating right now. Okay, you're speculating. Damian Henderson, vote red, guys. Trump 2020, baby. No, Michelle's talking about the churches. How Damian is ABC, everybody. And all the sister local channels, MSNBC, Telemundo. Oh, Univision, man. I do listen my share of Univision. I do like to listen to the look at these guys right here in the middle of the street. I think this is when they retrieve. But hey. You guys want to see the one from this morning? Give me 1 second. This is from this morning, guys. They even got music in this shit. We got a phone call right here. Let's see what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for calling RT365. 1 second. Almost there.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for calling RT365.
Yeah, I was just in the chat room. You guys were trying to ask questions about what's going on and what the protests are about. I mean, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. I was at the protest today since 4 p.m.
How was it? So, can you give us a name? You know, it doesn't have to be your real name, but can we have a name?
My name's Vartan.
Okay,
So my middle name's Mason, though.
Mason. Can we call you Mason?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mason, go ahead. First of all, welcome to the show. There's a couple people here that would like to hear your point of view. I mean, I just ask you to keep it PG, you know. But I mean, the mic is yours, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, the background is those lands that are disputed right now, Nagorno-Karabakh, and there's other regions as well. They're historically Armenian. They've been Armenian since 150 BC. We have churches there that are about maybe 1,200 years old, Armenian churches. And we've always had those lands, and we've had different tribes from different people live there, called like Polish people, and which are like modern day Georgians and stuff. But it's been primarily Armenian. But in 1920, during like the Soviet like takeover and unification, Stalin, basically to be in good favor with Turkey, created Azerbaijan, and they gave our lands to Azerbaijan for the people that had no land. Basically, they were kind of scattered tribes, so they unified them and they gave them that piece of land. And under Soviet kind of rule, there were no borders. You couldn't say like that's my land because I'm Armenian. Everybody kind of had the notion that all Soviet land belonged to all of the countries in Soviet, and that contract was due to expire. But for international like things, the Soviet Union wasn't recognized until 1936. So whatever they decided with this land was illegal in the first place. So after the Soviet Union broke up, Armenians said, we want our lands back. That was kind of like a grab and go. You guys split up the lands, gave it away, which you guys weren't supposed to do. Those are historic Armenian lands. And basically the Soviets and Russia and everybody, the USSR, ignored those requests. And Armenians just took it into their own hands. The population there, they had a democratic vote. The population voted for 99% to annex themselves out, and they're an autonomous zone. And Armenia basically backed that up, supported that, and they helped liberate that region from Azerbaijan's control. It was a democratic vote that took place, and they liberated themselves because it was 99% population voted to leave Azerbaijan. So it's not technically recognized internationally as being Armenian because we don't want to show the world that we took it by force, which we didn't. The people there democratically voted to leave. But at this point, they don't want to go back to Azerbaijan. And Azerbaijan has a propaganda being fueled by Turkish, by the Turkish kind of like power machine in that area. And they are asserting their dominance. And, there is proof, actual aerial proof, military proof. You can go online that Israel has been supplying Azerbaijan with 60% of its weapons, drones and missiles and high caliber kind of like surface to air missiles and stuff. And that's because they have such a large interest in Azerbaijan's oil. See, Azerbaijan supplies oil from Baku, their capital, to Europe through Turkey. So there's a lot of interest as far as money and like kind of territorial claims. So they don't really care about Karabakh as kind of a land that they've lost, because they know historically that Azerbaijan has only been around for less than 100 years. But it's more of kind of they want to get Armenia out of the way. If you look on the map, Armenia is basically the only Christian country that separates all the Turkic countries from the Caspian Sea. So without Armenia, all of those Turkic states, that's Azerbaijan, um, Turkey, Kazakhstan, all those Turkic states, which is about 180 million people, will unify. So the only reason Russia backs us is because they don't want that unification of like Turkic people. Because ultimately, what's the problem here is that um, the Sunni Islams in Turkey and stuff, they have a jihad, they have like this jihad movement going on in there. They've been radicalized. So technically, this war is not so much for land, but it's basically an ideological war of just these jihadists. Uh, Armenia is the first Christian nation in history, 301 AD. They want to use Armenia. They want to finish off their genocide. The Turkey's Erdogan even admitted that he wants the genocide. He even is quoted saying this 2 days ago. He wants to finish off what his grandparents couldn't do, which he's noting. He wants to finish the Armenian genocide, get the Armenians out of the way, and Armenia is kind of like a chicken bone in their throat. They want to get rid of us and use us as a metaphor for Islam kind of waging this war against the Western world. And it's a lot of ideologies and money involved, and a lot of countries. It's a very complex war. But just to sum it up, that land has been populated by Armenia and in Armenia's control in history since 150 BC. We have coins, Roman coins, and different coins that have Armenia, there on the coins. We've been trading in that region for well over 2,000 years. We're on maps from different empires, different countries, not just Armenian. There's roads. The cities that Azerbaijan has are Armenian named cities. Azerbaijan has never existed before 1920, but they want to lay claim to that land. They've never been a Christian country, but for some reason, all throughout their, the land that they own, there's Armenian churches, and they have no way of explaining why they're there.
Hey Mason, quick question. Can you guide me through real quick on the map, geologically talking? So I see on the map, I see Armenia, then I see to the right or to the east, I see Stepanakert, and then to the north, I see Azerbaijan, also to the south, Azerbaijan. Why there's Azerbaijan to the north and south of Armenia? What's happening there?
So Karabakh, which is the region that got autonomized and separated, got liberated. Stepanakert is a city within Narov. That's under basically Artsakh control, which is Nagorno-Karabakh. It's the autonomous. It's under their control. But basically, another section of land called Nakhichevan, which is the same historic Armenian land, that still hasn't been liberated yet, because what happened is there was a huge purge. Because of Nagorno-Karabakh, a lot of Armenians were being slaughtered by Azeris, so that section of land doesn't get taken over as well. So it got repopulated by Turks and Azeris and a lot of other people because of their fear. Because when the conflict happened, this conflict is the second conflict. In 1992-93, when the original conflict blew up and Karabakh was annexed and actually liberated in 1992 to 94, over 30,000 people died during that war. But during that time, basically a lot of unsavory things were happening. A lot of people were getting massacred, mostly on the Armenian side. So they decided to leave. But if you can see on your left, you have all of Turkey, and the only two countries in between Turkey and basically all the other Turkic states under Russia are just Armenia, Azerbaijan, which Azerbaijan is a Turkic state at this point. They're totally aligned. Actually, their entire military officers and their entire secret police and everything are actually legally in their country controlled by Turkey. So they've been Turkified. That's the sense. And a lot of like Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, all those people that you have the Islamic State like kind of having a large reemergence. Those are basically trying to unify into one nation. And Armenia, if you check out the map, we always kid and we say Armenia is basically like a bone stuck in their throat.
Correct.
They want to they want to just get rid of us. And we don't like to say that it's like a religious war. It's more of an ideological war because a lot of Islam doesn't agree with it. They're not radicalized. But Turkey seems in this past 10, 15 years to have trying to get kind of like be the power of that region and kind of go against the old like Soviet kind of like thing where the Soviet Union was the power in that region. Because as you know, lately America has kind of we've dwindled down our power in that region. We left it to the Soviets.
Okay.
And the Soviets, for some reason, have been passive, and Turkey's moving in.
So looks Mason, again, let me ask you quick. You mentioned wars right here, and I see how Armenia you guys been in quite few wars. It looks like the last one was the 4-day war. Can you give me some kind of information about this? I mean, 800.
Yeah. Are you talking about the war that happened in 2016?
2016, yes.
Yes. So 2016, there were a lot of bombardments from both. At this point, nobody can prove who shot at who first. We've always been. It's like kind of Israel and Palestine, where one person blames the other. They shot at us, so we shot back. There's always been border disputes. There's always been like they fired at people on our side and killed civilians, because there's villages on the border, and they said that we shot at their side. That small war was like a 4-day kind of small battle, and many people got killed. It was a border dispute, and it was quickly kind of like stopped by Russia and everybody before it kind of got serious. But it was kind of like a test for what's happening now. It was basically what was going to happen back then, but everybody kind of got involved and kind of like agreed to a ceasefire. But I feel like it was kind of like a small explosion to what led up to now.
Hey, Mason, thank you so much for the call, man. I think that you have brought so much, inside information to the channel. I appreciate your time, man. Looking forward to speak to you again in the near future. And let me one last question before you leave. You're in California, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in California. I was at the CNN building because nobody wants war. We don't want war on our side. We're not blaming Azerbaijan's people. It's governments that start wars. They turn people against each other. There's people, they have casualties on their side. We understand that. They're people as well. We don't want war. We want peace, but we have sovereignty and we have to protect ourselves. So we want fair coverage in the media because the amount of money and influence Turkey and Azerbaijan have, because they're oil-rich nations, it's a lot more. Their budget on the military is 20 times more than ours. They have they have a lot more resources than us. We just want fair coverage. We're at the marches today because it feels like we're being ignored. We're telling the world that we're being attacked. Our towns and innocent civilians and children are being bombed illegally, and we want the world to know that this is going on. But it seems to kind of go on deaf ears with what's going on with the world with COVID-19 and the elections and stuff. So, we took matters into our own hands. We were marching in front of the CNN building. They never came down. Fox 11 came, and KTLA 5 came, also gave an interview to us, which was wonderful. But CNN, for some reason, called us an aggressive nation in one of their little small snippets, and we wanted an answer to that. We wanted to know why they are calling us the aggressor when they have no information that claim that backs that claim up. So we just wanted them to come downstairs, give us an answer, and they never did. So they're forcing our hand, and we're peacefully protesting. Armenians will never violently protest in LA. We love LA. We believe in peaceful protest, but just for blocking the freeway was something that got us on the news. So it kind of didn't hurt anybody, and it got the job done.
Now, you also mentioned COVID-19 and you mentioned politics. Who can serve the people of Armenia better? And then I'm going to ask you, President Trump or Vice President Biden?
You know, that's, I'm going to tell you the truth. In this election, I've been kind of a diehard Trump fan, okay, to kind of the unpopular belief. You know, I live in California. I'm a Trump fan. But Biden spoke out about the aggression since day one. And it seems to me that kind of the Democrats are voicing this matter a little bit more. But, you know, it's politics. It's election time. They might just want to get a few votes in LA, you know, or in California before the election. So at this point, to be honest, man, I can tell you that America really isn't helping with anything at this point. It's kind of like on deaf ears. Our kind of international affairs and involvement in that region we've lost all power there. So I feel like it's a lost cause. We've contacted multiple Democratic and Republican representatives. We haven't gotten an answer back from anybody. But as far as who I think will serve better, I can't give you a kind of an answer at this point. I'm kind of my Republican leaning, political opinion before is starting to lean in the center. I'm kind of confused at this point.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You know, I'm conservative. I'm wearing my Trump hat. I have to listen to you because I really don't know. You know, I need to get smarter on the subject. I mean, the amount of knowledge that you're bringing, not just to myself, but to everybody on the chat and the people that are gonna watch the video down the road. I think it's amazing. Maybe I think I would say Trump. You know, I would say Trump just because I know that he gets things done. And I know that Biden hasn't done it he has done a very bad job in so many 47 years. So anyway.
I agree. I agree. Believe me, I'm a conservative too. And I think that this problem is not going to be solved by America. So I don't want to lean all of my, I don't want to lean off of my support for Trump from this affair, because I think this is a matter that Armenia and Azerbaijan alone have to solve, because at this, I don't think America really has presence in that region with the amount of people involved. But yeah, I mean, I'm a conservative too, but I honestly think, as far as like decision making, we've seen in the past 4 years, Trump is a lot better at making decisions. I mean, Biden can barely put a sentence together, in my opinion.
Now, how somebody like you makes it in California? You know, it's a very liberal place. I mean, I don't think that the governor or the Congress people over there are doing anything good for anybody. You know, I mean, how can somebody like you deal with? Are you there because of job, family? What are the reasons you're in California? If you don't mind talking about.
Yeah, Los Angeles, California has the largest Armenian population outside of Armenia. There's over 1 million Armenians here. So we have a pretty well-established community here. Armenians are very successful here. Before I kind of leaned more towards conservative and all that college nonsense got kind of cleaned from my head, all that propaganda of like Marxism and crap got kind of like, I started thinking for myself and stuff like that. But you'll be surprised. There's a lot of conservatives in California. And I feel like it's growing more and more. People are tired of the way this, me and my wife are already deciding if stuff doesn't get fixed here, I'm going to move out of here because how expensive it is with all the taxes. I have a business here, and every day I'm getting like a new letter in the mail of like, oh, we're adding, to this expense, we're adding to that expense. But as far as conservatives, there's a lot of, a lot of people in California lean conservative. It's just our voices don't get heard from whatever political agenda the Democrats have. They always like California is their stronghold. So there's millions of us here. It's just, we're just outnumbered by the millions of others.
I'm going to tell you the truth. Mason again, yeah? That's your middle name?
Yeah.
So, I mean, Arizona, we gladly welcome all the Armenians here, if they have the same mindset that you have. But Something else that I want to bring to you, Mason, is Armenian, about 3 million people. Azerbaijan, 10 million people. I mean, this is huge. You know, we're talking about that. You know, there's three times more people in Azerbaijan than Armenia. How can this affect, if you guys decide to fix their issue by you guys, without any intervention from the ONU or the United States?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you leave Azeris and Armenians alone, I don't. Well, it's I don't want to, just knowing my people and just knowing the battles we've gone through. Azerbaijan is not a big threat to us. If we just leave, they'll need more than 10 million people to break our spirit. Like throughout our history, we've seen much more serious people than the threat of Azerbaijan, and we've come out on top always. We've survived always. I don't know if you've seen the movie Watchmen, when Rorschach went to prison and they said, you're stuck in prison with us, but he beats up the guy and says, no, you guys are stuck in prison with me. That's how we feel. Like all of us, we're not afraid of anything. We're ready to die for our country and for our beliefs and for our family. And that scares them because we're fighting for our existence. And when someone is fighting for their existence and their back is turned towards the wall, that's a scary person to fight. It's people, when people are defending their land and their right to live and the people they love, it's very difficult to break those people. And if it comes down to all-out war, which would be the worst case scenario, and I wouldn't wish that on either side. Believe me, Armenians are not scared of that. We're more worried of what we're gonna do to them than what they're gonna do to us.
So let me tell you something. Those are very, how can I say? People will say, hey, these words are very trouble or radical. But I got to tell you the truth. This is the same mindset that Americans have. That me as an American, I have the same mindset. I will give my life for my country. For my loved ones, it's exactly what you say. It's very important that what you mentioned, that that you will do anything for your loved ones, and for your country. So I respect that. I respect that. Hey, Mason, before you leave, any final thoughts, man?
Yeah, I just if all of us, we're all humans on this planet. Armenians, I just implore you guys, go do a little bit of research because, we might be a tiny nation on the other side of the world, but this Caucasus region, what we're fighting against, this ideology that we're fighting against is a very dangerous ideology. And it might be in Armenia today, but if we're not aware of what's going on, it's going to spread into America, Europe tomorrow. This ideology is something that turns people into monsters, and Armenia is literally the door that's keeping it back from all of the Western world. This is a ideology that's been kind of created for a long time, and it's kind of a threat to the free world. It's a threat to how Americans, the free thinking and free living that Americans are used to. It's a threat to all of Western civilization. This is something that's very serious. Like I said, it's not the size of the country, it's the size of the ideology that we're fighting. So you guys just, I implore you, Google about it, know a little bit about the history. You guys make up your mind. Just look at history, you guys make up your mind, and you'll see what Armenians are faced against and how we feel like, just anything just information is key over here. If you guys can just tell your neighbor about what's going on, and your neighbor tells someone else, this war won't turn into the ideological, like the floodgates won't open like I'm afraid that it might if Armenia somehow can't defeat or protect itself.
Well, I'm streaming this on YouTube and Facebook, and then close to 2,800 people have seen this video and are listening to you. So share this video with your friends, Mason. With your community. Thank you so much for the phone call. You are amazing. Okay, that was Mason on an interview with myself today. So again, thank you so much, man. So Michelle, too bad he say he's married. Come on, Michelle. Do you want to be in timeout for a second? Do you need to go to the corner? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a lot of knowledge that Mason bro today to the chat. So one second, not that one. What are you doing? What are you doing? So Mason call. You know, he give his piece. He says his words. Now, does anybody else want to call the show? Does anybody wanna say something? To challenge him, or to encourage him, or to stay on his side. You know, just again, guys, you can call. I'm gonna be here for about another 10 more minutes, but we can stretch it out a little bit more. 520-261-7246. Give me a call. Let's see what's going on here. And I gotta tell you the truth, okay? When I first started seeing the whole situation on Highway 11, I was like, what is going on? These people are insane, you know? Because to me, this is just, you know, random people on the street just blocking the shit, you know? But it was very nice, very rewarding listening to Mason on his topic. A very knowledgeable guy, very smart guy. And Michelle, yes, he's married. So I'm sorry for that. This is one of those things we get right here. So, you know, now looking this from a different point of view, with a different perspective, you know, I got to tell you the truth, you know, they did got their war out, you know, they got Fox 11 Los Angeles, you know, they got the helicopter on the air, because this is taken from a helicopter. The helicopter is taking this beautiful shot right here where you can see thousands of vehicles on the road, and those guys are down there, you know, it's in both directions, you know. So I think that these guys are gonna be in the news starting today, you know, and they're gonna get their shit together, you know. Diamond Dab, hey, give us a call, man. He's your bro. Give us a call, Diamond Dab. The strategist is talking about, what are the strategists saying? This is a myth, and part of this unfortunate disinformation perpetuated by Armenian leaders today, that the existence of Armenia is a threatened by Azerbaijan and Turkey. Armenia plus Azeri needs ceasefire. Hey, strategists, you're gonna have to call, bro. With that right there, the strategist, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm serious, bro. I'm gonna be here for another 30 minutes. You know, you got to call, bro. Oh Jesus, strategist, man, come on. You know. Why, bro? I mean, where are you getting this information? I mean, and this is what I'm saying. Mason, when he called the show, he presented a very good case. He was very smart about his topic, and I got to tell you, let me bring this camera down. He convinced me of his topic. You know, like I am his side right now. Okay. But the strategies now you're talking about, and you're saying the first thing that you say, this is a myth, you know? Okay, maybe this is Mason's myth, okay? But I want you to come here and debunk, I want you to say to everybody why this is a myth, okay? When you got people on the streets, you know, blocking the roads and doing this kind of protests, I mean, you got to convince a lot of people to make it, you know, something that they will believe in, something that will stand for, you know, behind you. So I got to tell you something. You got to back it up, man. You got to back it up. You got to call the show, bro. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's continue to see what's going on in the chat right here. Dan Nicholson, can someone give them 101 on why they're protesting? Bro, Dan, are you listening to the show? Dan, bro. Dan, are you listening to the show, man? Don't you hear? Bro, are you listening to the show, Dan? Man, I mean, there's so we have a phone call earlier today, you know, a couple minutes ago. A gentleman by the name of middle name Mason, and he mentioned how you know, the reasons why they're protesting. Okay, so I suggest you, I will ask you to take a look at the video later on, You know, skip forward me talking nonsense about the roads, because I think I was on the run when I first. I'm sorry, guys. Let me shut this down. What the heck is that? I gotta check my. I need to do something with my ring. I know what I gotta do. 1 second, guys. I will read it in a second. Okay. My bad, guys. I was actually taking a look at, you know, it's a beautiful thing having a ring camera in your house or having 10, like somebody, me. So strategies. I'm follower of Christ. I'm fairly conservative. I'm a registered Republican, just to reveal some personal points. But I am friends with both Armenians and Turks equally in California. They need a ceasefire. Okay, that's a good point. Nano say, I think you should really educate yourself about the Armenian and Turkey, Azerbaijan. And the strategy goes back to the Armenian PM himself was saying last week the existence of Armenia was threatened by Azerbaijan. Nano say this is not a myth or make-up information. Mason Blackwell, which part is a myth? I don't understand. Mike Mann, good job, Mason. That's the truth. Let on our territory call and speak with facts like Mason. They can't, I mean, they have the phone right there. 520-261-7246. Give me a call. Give me a call. Let's get a debate. Let's get a debate. If that's what you want, let's get a debate. You know? Let's do it. But you got to call the show. Dan Nicholson is 7:40 and I just woke up. Melia or Ken, how about you do research on Googling? You will see all this stuff. You say actually other way around. USA has been telling them move from those lands because it's Azerbaijan's land. I don't know. He made a pretty good case, man. You already, I mean, which news? You know, come on, guys. Taylor, you're so polite. You're such a good person. God damn it, you know? And like I say again, guys, if you haven't done it yet, please share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe to the channel, which is gonna be the best thing you can do today, within the last 5 minutes, okay? Because the next time we have something like that, you get a notification. You can come here and talk to people, you know, about things that matters today. Can anybody on the chat talk to me about and then it's about Turkey, okay? Looks like they just jumped into another conflict earlier this week, okay? Earlier this week in the South Caucasus. Can anybody talk about that? You know, looks like the president, Turkey's president, Erdogan, was the first world leader to jump into the fray. Can we get some words about this? By the way, I want to give props to Mason for being such a brave man and give a call to the show, man. Most people don't call, you know, and you did a fantastic job, okay? So kudos to you, bro. His mission, again, they're talking about Turkey. His mission was not to calm tensions between their warring parties, Azerbaijan and Armenian. Instead, he declared all-out support for the Azerbaijanics, close Turkic allies, and accused Armenian of ignoring efforts to negotiate a resolution. He also demanded the Armenians withdraw from lands it occupied 30 years ago. We have another phone call. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to RickyTube 365. Who might have the pleasure to talk with today? Oh, 1 second, guys. My bad. This always happen. I'm sorry. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to RickyTube 365. Who I might have the pleasure to speak with?
Tom Hurd, how are you?
Pretty good. So
I'm not Armenian, but I have a lot. I just got your stream right now. I'm in Pensacola, Florida. You know the hurricanes, right? You know, they hit there, right? So all the streets and all the stuff, like, I'm from San Diego, California, right?
okay.
So I understand, but I don't understand why, you know, regular citizens have to under like the streets blocked. You know, I understand that things are going on in Turkey. I get that, but the thing is, like, this is America, right?
Give me a second.
Right?
Can you give me your name or how you want us to call you?
What do you mean?
I'm
on live, right? Or what?
Yeah, can I have a name for you?
No, I'm anonymous.
Okay, we're gonna call you Joe. So, Joe.
No,
what's your?
You can just call me Tom. I just don't. I want to be anonymous. All right.
Tom. Okay, anonymous Tom.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
what? So you're calling because you are in favor of this protest or against it?
Against it because I mean, you think about it. There's a lot of Armenians that I know.
Okay.
That live in San Diego too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the mic.
They need to go home.
Go ahead. You got the mic.
They need to go. They need to go home too. I understand the things that go on in Turkey, right? But this is America. The reason why people come to America, right, is for freedom. I get that, right? Freedom of expression. But when you're blocking the freeways for normal citizens, like that, it doesn't work. Okay? You understand me?
I get your point. Keep going, man.
So I'm saying I understand the turmoil that's going on in Turkey, the conflict and all that. But the thing is, people have every right to come to America, right? We come and protect them as well. I just don't understand all these protests that keep going on for blocking the freeways. The freeways are the freeways for a reason, right? I mean, you don't see Americans going to other countries blocking freeways, right?
Okay.
No.
So let me ask you something, Tom.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
So how do you feel if it was something in your community where you live at, and then nobody was paying attention to that issue? Will you take then action and then let's say get your friends together or people from your community and do. Let's say nobody's listening to you, like Mason earlier spoke about it. Will you and some of your colleagues will take it to the streets and go into a protest? Like like we've seen on the news, Black Lives Matters, and we've seen other groups. Or how will you do it? How will you do it?
We're the side of the majority. We do it with the voting box. We don't need to go out and create havoc and cause $2 billion worth of damage and graffiti and continue to protest, like say Portland and all these cities, to prove like a point that's already been proven. If all the facts are on record, right? Correct. You know that. Like, let's put it this way, to have like the normal citizens that pay the taxes, let's say, held hostage. That's why the Armenians came over here to America, and the Chaldeans at the same time that run the liquor stores, they run the stores, and they're great people. They don't need to they're doing great work, right? For here, they bust their ass. They're great people, and you know what? That's the point. Pretty simple, right? You bust your ass, you come over here, you get your visa, you work your way up, and you're good, you know? It doesn't matter where you're from. You bust your ass, you do your hard work. It doesn't matter about where you're from, you know? If you're an American, and it doesn't matter, you got your visa, you got everything there together, we got you, you know? Who's the one that comes and busts your ass out? Sorry for my cussing.
No, go ahead.
About that. Who busts you out? Who busts Armenians out? Americans do. Okay? But we're not coming over there and blocking your freeways for protesting. And I know it's not Armenian protesting. We know that, right? Okay? They're just using your platform and using you, again, like Black Lives Matter does, as their agenda, like Antifa does. There you go. There's the point.
So Tom,
you run with it.
Tom, let me ask you a question. I want you to listen to me for a couple seconds, you know, and then I'm going to ask you a question.
No problem. Hey, you're the host, and I'm listening. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I like that. So the First Amendment, okay? First Amendment right, freedom of expression. In the core of that first right that we have as Americans is the freedom of citizens to protest in a peaceful assembly or in a peaceful way. So are you deeming this a non-peaceful protest?
This is non-peaceful. When you block a freeway, that's considered you can't block the freeway. That's just basically you're committing a federal crime. You're blocking the freeways. It's considered a federal crime because you're blocking the right of way for first responders and anyone else. Catch that? Do you want me to give you a code on that?
You know, I gotta tell you true. When I first start listening to the or watching the video, I was like, man, what's going on? I mean, why are these people on the streets?
Hey, brother, I'm right there with you because I'm here in Pensacola, Florida, and I'm from San Diego. I'm here with seeing the hurricane damage, and I'm seeing what happened here, and it's bad. There's another one that's coming up. I'm getting out and going back to San Diego. I love San Diego. San Diego PD, we don't put up with that. LAPD doesn't put up with that. But the thing is, when you have these protesters that are doing their thing, you don't know what they're going to do next.
Correct.
You know? But the thing is that they're blocking the freeways for the normal citizens to get home from work, from their job, to go home.
I got your point. I think I got your point. People on the chat are listening to you. So Tom, thank you so much.
That's all good.
Thank you so much for calling us today, brother. You know, so I will see you.
No worries. All right, hey, I'll give you a huge shout out in San Diego. I'll do it on anonymous, but hey, you know, keep up the good work. I'll follow you again, and whoever's listening, everyone who knows what I'm saying. is truth.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where you're from, what you do. Don't block the freeways.
Okay.
That's not right.
All
And
right.
don't burn building down, and don't do graffiti.
We got
That's
you.
it.
Thank you, brother. Have a good night.
All right, brother. All right, you
Bye.
too.
So that was Tom, anonymous Tom, who called the show, talking about how he feels about Armenian people blocking the intersection, I got mixed feelings about, the protest. I am 100% with the Armenians, okay? Protest all you want. Yes, I think it's an issue. 1. 2, blocking the freeway. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan when it started. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I probably won't be a fan either. Okay, but I mean, if they feel, if they understand that this is the only way they can get their word out, and get like the news X, Y, and Z. Sometimes you have to. As long as it's peaceful, sometimes you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But Tom has his own. Anonymous Tom has his own opinion. He's going back to San Francisco, San Diego. So good luck to you, brother. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Okay. What else? What else we got, guys? Who else want to talk to me about this situation, guys? Okay. I still haven't heard from the strategist. Heavy Water, welcome to the show, brother. What's going on? What's going on? Let's listen to what you guys have to say. Just call the show. Hey, Diamond Dab, what's going on, man? Give us a call, man. Okay, if you have, I really want to speak with you. I really want to see what you have to say. Okay, you don't have to. Give me a second. You don't have to be. Expert. You don't have to be Mason. You don't have to have that amazing. Oh, here we go. We got another phone call right there. Just 1 second. 1 second. We almost got her there. Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Thank you for calling RT365. Who's this?
Yeah, there's a lot of people waiting.
Hey, go ahead, man. Who's this?
Art,
What's your name?
Art, A-R-T.
Yeah, what's your name?
Arthur, A-R-T.
Oh, Arthur. Okay, Art. What's going? By the way, I have a good friend I have a good friend in Georgia whose name is Arthur. Our team Uvina. So hey, welcome. But Art, welcome to the show, man. What's going on, brother? Tell me. What you want to talk about?
Yeah, there's someone was the previous anonymous guy was talking, and he want to remain anonymous. They was saying like why they're blocking freeways, this and that. I want to say a couple of things so he can understand if he's still around and he can hear it.
He's listening.
For his prior speech.
Go ahead. You got the mic.
So he can understand the reason we're closing the freeway to let the media know what's going on in our country. And it's not his freeway or my freeway or other freeway. This freeway belongs to everyone. And I'm Armenian American, been in States 24 years. And this is not my freeway, your freeway, or the other freeway. Freeway can be blocked even due to accident or any other violences. But because the media doesn't want to hear it, and Americans has some bases or some stakes in the Turkish territories, they don't want to pay attention on these things. They want the media to know about these things, and our President Trump will pay attention and put his power to stop these violences. That's what we want the media to find out what's going on. They're attacking our territories. They're trying to take a land. And some people calling and they don't know anything about the story and history and trying to remain anonymous and talking, sorry for my language, but shit, and saying they're blocking freeways and this is America, we've been paying taxes. I believe we've been paying taxes. Everyone been paying taxes in this country. We love this country. That's why we live in this country. There's nothing to do with it. But this is something he has to do. We'd like to bring up our speech and prove the media and show the media what's going on in our country so people will understand and just to support to find out the truth who is attacking who and for which reason.
So, Art, let me ask you something. So, you do believe that President Trump has the power or the influence to get to like a ceasefire, maybe?
Correct. Russian president also has enough power to do that. United States president also has enough power to do that.
How do you feel? I'm reading the New York Times right now. You know, I'm reading about you guys' situation. Excuse me. And it looks like Turkey supplies weapons to Azerbaijan. You know, is this correct?
Well, everyone knows the United States has some soldiers and fighters and everything in Turkey. That's why they're not doing anything to defend, or they don't want to put themselves in the situation. But they need to understand they're doing this is like a terrorist attack. They're just trying to take the lands for nothing. They're saying this is their lands, but this is not their lands. When we got these lands, they wouldn't even exist in the history. If you read the history back 1920, when atomic exists, when the Russians take over, everything was under Soviet Union. They never read the history. They don't know the details with the descriptions. Even the present president right now of the Israel, Aliyev, he don't know anything. He's just pushing this is our territory. No, everything was under Soviet Union, Russian Soviet Union. When the Russian Soviet Union collapsed, Stalin divide the territories and give it to Turkish without any permission to anybody. And when the Nagorno-Karabakh got independent, the same way that the Aliyev's countries, Azerbaijan, got independent also. So during that time, they got their lands, but majority of Armenians been living in that country, Nagorno-Karabakh. So they've been deporting our people. They've been living in our country because Joseph Stalin make a decision, because they were in power on that time. But when we got independent from Russia, at the same time the Nagorno-Karabakh got independent, and the same time the people got independent also. So then they start the argument. We try to take our land back because our 99 people, our country's people, been living in that lands. This is the old major argument going on.
Now, Art, let me ask you something. You know, I am with you so far, but the more I read into the situation now, I'm reading that Azerbaijan, they just concluded last month a military joint exercise with Azerbaijan. You know, how can this help or not help you guys with Armenia?
Prior to the war, Azerbaijan and Turkey, they were doing their military training, and Turkish left their forces in Azerbaijan so they can attack to Armenia. They can attack to Nagorno-Karabakh. Everyone knows that, and everyone closing their ears.
And I
can understand that situation.
I see that Armenia.
They left their forces in purpose in Azerbaijan to support the Azerbaijan country and attack to Nagorno-Karabakh, which one it's been occupied by Armenian forces, and we're defending the Nagorno-Karabakh because our Armenian people there live there. Imagine how many countries people live in the United States. If somebody can attack one citizen, United States, USA will stand for it, right?
Correct.
It will. Correct. Yes, everyone agree. Even I'm United States citizen, 24 years I've been living in this country. I will stand for America too if America will fight with anybody else. I will go war for America, right? You'll do the same thing. And each citizen, they got to do that. But when your homeland is in attack and for no reason they just want to take, this is our territory, Stalin, give it to us. No, this is not your territory. They give it to you because when there is a war came, USA back up to Russia. The Turkish was right at the border. Stalin hold the Turkish in purpose do not let the Turkish to attack Germans at that time as a backup if Americans will be late to enter to Russia. So they don't know anything about the history. They're just talking and they're trying to remain anonymous. That's what making me mad. They need to read the history with details and descriptions to understand which one is after which one and take the step by step to forward.
Art, quick question to you.
I'm not.
Quick question
Yes.
to you, Art. I get your point. Believe me when I say this. But there's some claims that Turkish F-16 shot down an Armenian fighter. I don't know why you guys fly over there. Do you guys have F-16s or MiGs?
Well, I know what they're saying. Their media, 99.9% is fake. Why? Because according to rules and regulations, since 1991 until 1993, when we got independent from Russia and the way they got independent too, no Azerbaijani people come to Armenia and no Armenian people have a right to go to Azerbaijan. And even the news producer doesn't have a right to give the news in Azerbaijan if the same producer giving the news in Armenia. So I'm not racist. I love all the colors, everyone, but Israeli people, Azerbaijan's people and Turkish, whatever they're saying is not true. They don't even let the United States American citizen, American citizen, not Armenian, not Russian, not any other race. United States citizen, if that producer, that person being there to take the news and come back to United States, and if the same person will enter to Armenia, they're not going to let that person be present by itself. They got to send a different one to Israel. They're very strict with everything. It's like Nazis over there. They're blaming Germans. They're like, oh, they're like fascists. They're worse than that. You guys got to be in that country to understand the way their culture and the way their personality, and then be in Armenia and then understand the Armenian culture and Armenian personality. Then you will judge the race and the culture. Then you will understand the meaning of it.
Now, what else if let's say that you have a meeting with the president, or a phone call. What will you say to the president? Whoever, Trump or Biden, whoever was the president. What will you say to them? To help your case.
The first thing I will ask the president to, before he makes any decisions, please make both sides for the ceasefire, and then let the Nagorno-Karabakh to be independent by itself, not with Armenia, not with the Azerbaijan, but just by itself, the same way they are right now here, and do not attack them for no reason. Because even the Armenian people live there, but they're not under Azerbaijan regime or under Armenian regime. That's their homeland. They've been living there for centuries. They've been living there before even Ottoman, before the even Russian came over there. Before the World War I, before World War II, before our genocide, they've been living there. Azerbaijan wasn't even exist on that time. Azerbaijan started existing where they were under Russian communism. We have a history way back to the 3rd, 4th century. We're the first one who accepted Christianity in 301. Azerbaijan wasn't even exist there. How come they claim they have a right to claim, oh, those are our lands? I don't even understand that. Imagine if somebody going to come and say, oh, I'm a United States, it belongs to us. How they can say that? It's United States, but we got independent from England, right? With the colonies.
Correct.
But this is English territories we got independent from. I mean, it's unbelievable what they're talking to media with their short mind and trying to stay anonymous and prove themselves, oh, this is our territory, this is our land. They wouldn't even exist in the history when we have that. When we have Urartu, when we have our lands and everything we've been living there, they won't even exist in the history. They're all mixed. Azerbaijan country people, they're mixed from other countries' people, become Azeris. They don't even know their history very well. Anyone here in the United States, I will say majority of, they're just reading the articles, whatever is in Google. Google starts from 1997, 1996, or 2000 probably, when the cell phones or internet starts. They need to read the books and the history, not to Google it. Anybody can Google it or put something in YouTube. Oh, this is what it says in Google. This is what it says in YouTube. That's not right. That's not true.
Art, let me ask you something. When you been in the U.S. all your life, or you came from Armenia? 24
years. I'm 40 years old. 24 years I've been living in the United States. I've been in States since when I was 16 years old.
Can you tell me something about the Sevan National Park, or Sevan?
I'm sorry, repeat that again, please. You were breaking up.
Do you know the Sevan or Sevan National Park in Armenia?
Sevan?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Lake Sevan.
Lake Sevan. Yeah, it looks like I'm a boat guy.
Yes, of course.
It looks beautiful. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
So the one thing I want to mention to you is right here is that I mean, you guys are close to the Caspian Sea, okay? I mean, are you guys in any type of danger from being so close to the ocean or the Black Sea, or no?
I'm sorry. What? So, are we what?
So I mean, are you guys? Do you guys have any worries or any concerns about any naval forces to attack you guys? Because I'm reading here, and it looks like.
Well, the only thing, if the Turkey is gonna get involved,
yeah, I see
and
Turkey.
The situation is gonna be a World War III.
Wow, correct.
Because our protection only we got from Russia. Russians are protecting our land. But right now they're attacking Nagorno-Karabakh, not Armenia. But Armenia obligated to help the Nagorno-Karabakh because our Armenians living there. Imagine if we have a United States citizen, other country, and he got a hostage, or that those people being attacked. What are we going to do? We're going to let our citizens to be attacked or be surrounded by other countries' people and be judged or be genocide or suicide or something or murdered for no reason? Yeah. No, we're gonna go ahead and help our people, correct?
Yeah, the way
our citizens.
The way I see it, Turkey is like in the middle. They got the Black Sea to the north, Mediterranean
They're
Sea.
all Muslim. They're backing up each other. I mean, I'm not racist. I'm Christian. I love Muslims. I love Buddhism. I love Christian. But they need to understand they're just backing up. And the Turkish president, he mentioned that in the TV. We're backing up our brothers because Azerbaijan, it's same Muslims and they're different countries, different place of countries, but they're one country. They're playing in one hand.
How about Georgia? Are you guys
Turkish and Azerbaijan is same thing. No, Georgia, they're not with them. Iran is not with them either. They're good friends with Armenia. We have a borders with them too, but they're good friends with Armenia.
Okay. So no.
But one thing, if Turkish giving the forces, army and military and everything and weapons to Azerbaijan, it doesn't matter if Azerbaijan has 10 million or Armenia has 2-3 million. It has nothing to do about that. We're united. We will help our people to survive from this situation and defend our lands.
Correct.
The same thing they did it in 1992, 1993, 1994. We lost 30,000, 40,000 people, but we stand for our land. And past 24 years, 26 years after that, then now they're attacking because they build their towers. They become powerful through to Turkish. that have more militaries, that have more weapons, and they decide, oh, now the time to attack. If they can attack, they will attack before that. Why they didn't did it? Because they were getting more power, and there was the independence going on in our country through to our parliament, and we got a new president and new in power. Couple scumbags got out. I mean, they see we were losing it, but now we got a Varchapet Pashinyan. He's building the country. And now they got power, they got weapons, they've been supported from Turkish. Okay, they think, okay, now we can attack. And they're even Aliyev mentioning on the TV, 10 people against 2 million. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. They don't understand that. It's not like because we're going on a one-on-one freeway and closing the freeway, we want to harm the United States, U.S. citizens, or any other people that live in this country. I'd like to personally apologize if somebody on the freeway got stuck on the traffic or with his kids or anything, but we did that because not even one news want to come take a speech from Armenian people, see what's going on. Why you guys on the street with your flags? What the heck is going on? That's why we're mad. That's why we're pissed. It's not like we want to harm any other citizens or we want them to be in the traffic. No, we're not that type. We love this country. We live in this country. We will die for this country. Personally, me, I will die for this country. I will give my blood for this country. Same thing will do. Each Armenian will do that for the United States. That's why they live here. They live this country. Even we call the embassy, we like to go war, and they say you got to give up your citizenship then to be able to go to war to defend your land. And I'm thinking, if I'm going to give up my citizen to go war, defend my country, who's going to take care of my kids here? Did you get the point what I'm trying to say?
I got you. I mean, just like Art, like you're doing now. Mason, I mean, explained himself very well when he came to the phone earlier today. And then I'm bringing. I see you're apologizing. For the Armenian people. For this, I will say to you that you guys don't need to apologize, okay? Because you are an American. If you're an American,
the reason I'm apologizing because there was a lot of people probably in the car with their kids and they're saying, why I need to be with my kids in the traffic? Maybe I don't even have a bottle of water in my car. I totally understand. That's the reason I'm apologizing. We're supposed to notify prior we're doing this, but there is a lot of innocent people and kids dying in our country. They've been attacked by bombs and by weapons for no reason because Aliyev want to take land doesn't even belong to him.
Let me tell you, Art.
Somebody's going to come to take United States. I'm going to get up from my house and go fight for America, for other countries again. I'm going to defend the United States because I'm a United States citizen. That's it. There is period. There is no continuation for it. Same thing is doing each Armenian to rest of his blood.
Let me tell you.
I'm going to tell you, like each Armenian will say this, we're not going to give up. We're going to stand for our land. We're going to go all the way to the end. Even is going to be no less of one Armenian in our country. We will stand up for our land.
What I'm saying to you is like as an American, you don't have to apologize for exercising your First Amendment right, okay? And then as a nation, we have come through a lot of problems, civil rights movements. The Black Lives Matters movement. You call it, and I think that what you guys did today, even though it was uncomfortable to a lot of people, and it was a little bit unexpected, based on the phone calls that I have and based on the information that I received. And let me tell you, my blessing means nothing. I got to tell you, man, you guys have all the right in the world to do this, so people can see the struggle that you guys are going in Armenia. So kudos to you, man. Kudos to you, Art. I really appreciate your phone call. But let me ask you something. Do you have anything else you want to get over your chest? Any final thoughts before we get to the next caller?
Well, the final thing and the most important thing I would like to say once again, please, to our President Trump or whoever is in charge, or whoever will be able to make decision for both ways, it will be good. But please stop this violence. the right way and prove the people and media and to all nations in not only in the United States, in the world, which one is after which one. Because nobody is ready to die for no reason. Nobody can kill my kids or murder your kids or bump my land or your land for no reason because he wanted his way. We're in 21st century. We're not before the Jesus Christ with the sword and the horses. I mean, this is computer time right now. People pressing the button and bombs going from word to word. We know that. We don't want that thing happen. We're here for peace. We're not here for war. But if we're gonna be at peace all the way to the end, not only we're gonna lose our land, we're not gonna have kids or wives or sisters in our land. Azerbaijani people, they don't want peace. They want a war. They want to take everything. Same way happens in 1915 during the genocide. That's why they don't even recognize the genocide. It's been in the history all over. I mean, if somebody gonna come and say the history of the United States never exists, oh, you never got independent or got out of from English with your colonies, it's gonna be funny, right? You're gonna say, what are you talking about? We got independent
Correct.
1776, right? From England. I mean, somebody want to prove you, oh, you're lying, but history is there. How many millions of people died before the Washington with his colonies got independent from England, right? But England, after that, didn't become like anti-fascist against the United States, become like brother and sister, and they're together playing in one hand and raising this country like untouchable in the world. But Azeri people and Turkish people, they just want to go their way. They don't want anybody to succeed. They just want to have their own way. They're the one who only want to do whatever they want to do. In their country, they have 8, 9, 10 wives in one family. And we are, as a Christian, we don't do those things. We have one wife. We can have a couple kids from the same wife. We learned that from our grandparents, from our parents. We have respect. We have love. We have from each other. We're learning and we're passing to our kids. But the way they learn from their elderly, from their grandparents or from their parents, the same way they want to continue. It's not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen. Entire Armenian people from any other countries, we're going to merge together and we're going to stop this violence. It's not going to happen anymore.
Let me tell you something, Art. I appreciate your call. Thank you so much for sharing with us, all that information. There's another video that is going on right now of Armenians still on Sunset in front of Sunset Street. So share the video with your friends. Bring them here. Let's have a communication. Art, once again, thank you so much for your phone call, okay?
Thank you very much. God bless, and God bless in your families. Once again, I would like to thank United States, and I would like to say please to our president, Donald Trump, the present president right now, to stand up and do his movement and stop this violence. Please, if it's possible, to prove the nations the right thing, the right movement on right time. This is the time to make his right decision, because the entire Armenians living in the United States, I don't think any Armenian will hurt anyone for no reason. I don't think so. Until if that person is born violence from his life. That's what I believe. I'm not defending my nation, but I know my nation very well. They're not going to hurt anybody for no reason until they're going to hurt him or his family. But same way, I wish Israelis, the Azerbaijanians or Turkish people will be in their life. Instead of giving love, they're giving hate. Instead of being polite and respect, they're giving abuse and accuse and murders. That's where I want the nation to understand who is Armenian and who is Azerbaijani. That's what I want them to understand. If they can be in their life once in Armenia and once in Azerbaijan, and just the basic communication with Azeris people and Armenian people, they will understand the meaning, respect, etc., etc. Nothing else. Once again, thank you very much.
No, thank you to you, Art. Okay, have a good night, and God bless your family as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, guys, that was Art right there. You know, he brought a lot of the good points right there. You know, and then the one thing that I see in common from everybody is that they want peace from both sides. You know, and the same way that Mason brought it, also Art brought it up, saying that, hey, one of the things that they want is for somebody to get in the middle, to be like a mediator, okay, and have what is best for both parties, okay. I heard that from both of the individuals, so super amazing. I gotta tell you guys, it's so good that, you know, that people are you know, together, getting together, you know, on the, like I say, protesting, exercising the First Amendment right. So it's very good. But let's get back to the this chat room right here. They do sound very loyal people and very polite. That is correct, Taylor. I see that 100%. I mean, and what a beautiful thing, you know. How can I say? I don't know what was the issue on the actual issue on the streets and how they behave over there, but there's a guy right here who's live streaming Horizon Armenian TV, and I'm just gonna put him live to see to listen to this guy.
Բայց հիմա երբ արդեն գիշերը ըստ էության նաև աշխատանքները թեթևացել են, իսկապես մեծ ծավալի, մեծ քանակության մարդկային խմբեր են եկել այստեղ ու ինչպես տեսնում եք,
եւ իսկապես չեն պատրաստվում գնալ, որովհետեւ քիչ առաջ կոչ արվեց, որպեսզի կանայք, աղջիկները եւ երեխաները ցանկության դեպքում վերադառնան տուն, տղամարդիկ կմնան եւ կշարունակեն կատվածահար անել երթևեկությունը, բայց ինչպես տեսնում եք, հենց նոր էլ նկատեցիք, որ աղջիկները, երեխաները, կանայք չեն պատրաստվում վերադառնալ տուն եւ կանգնած են տղաների կողքին։
Եվ այսպես կրկին եթե անդրադառնանք սահմանից եկող նորություններին, Ադրբեջանը շարունակում է միջազգային հանցագործություն իրականացնել, թիրախավորելով Ստեփանակերտին, թիրախավորելով քաղաքացիական ենթակառուցվածքներն ու մարդկանց տները, բնակարանները, սա պատերազմ է, բայց ըստ էության Հայաստանը պատերազմում է երկու.
So I mean, these guys are in the streets, you know. They're still you know, exercising their rights. They are doing what any American will do on a situation like this. I gotta tell you the truth, you know. I'm very proud of the people of Armenia, you know, for doing this, you know, this manifestation. I think that they're doing something good, you know. I gotta tell the truth. So Diamond Dab is like, yes, and those terrorists are freaking out on FaceTime saying it's meat grinder, 50 plus casualties a day. Don't come here, I swear on Allah, they deceive us. Okay. Mason Blackwell. 1,000 Syrians today, rebel fighters actually dropped their guns and decided to stop fighting against Armenians. They were deceived by Turkey. Wow, that is good. Mason Blackwell, we need Israel to stop selling weapons to terrorist-sponsored wars. You know, let me tell you something about this right here, okay? Because I'm pretty sure that the U.S. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say nothing. So yeah. So what I'm saying is, if allegedly U.S. gives weapons to the people of Israel, the people of Israel should not be giving those U.S. weapons forward. Maybe they're giving their own weapons, you know, but they cannot give them weapons that are U.S. weapons, you know, because in the event that let's say that the ONU gets sent over there and they confiscate weapons from people, during these conflicts, and they come back with a serial number that is a U.S. weapon, then that will be a big issue for Israel. So I think that I don't think Israel is selling them American weapons, or weapons they acquired through the United States. I appreciate these mans. What else we got right here?
Արգելի հետևորդներ, մենք քիչ
I appreciate this man's call and his support.
Հենց այս պահին եկել է մեր հյուպատոսը եւ կենտրոնական հատվածում է CNN-ի շենքի մոտ, մեզ պետք է 2 րոպե ընդամենը որ հասնենք այնտեղ։ Խնդրում եմ մնացեք մեզ հետ, շատ արագ կփորձենք հասնել, ինչպես տեսնում եք ճանապարհը այնուամենայնիվ ավելի մեծ մասշտաբով արդեն խցանված է։ Լսենք հյուպատոսին, տեսնենք թե նա ինչ կասի մեզ եւ ըստ այդմ կհասկանանք, որովհետեւ սա շատ կարեւոր պահ է, երկու տարբերակական պիտի հյուպատոսը
Media could have prevented this over some rather heavy water. You got a good point, Media could have prevented this over some fluff story, or I'm living under a rock. I don't know what you guys think. Did I miss the news, or is this not being talked about? We are here talking about this, guys. I'm trying to bring it to you guys. At least something, because it's very, very sad, man. It's very, very sad what is happening right here. Why is my Jesus Christ? It's like the history. Yeah, let me get back to this guy.
Որը հայերին հաջողվել էր փակել բավականին երկար ժամանակ, ինչի արդյունքում ամերիկյան հեռուստաընկերություններից
մենք տեղեկություն ենք Fox 11-ն է այնտեղ եղել, կհասկանանք թե ինչ է կատարվում։ Հիմա մենք ավելի վաղ ձեզ տեղեկացրել էինք, որ ABC7-ն է նկարահանել ու հրապարակել այս իրադարձությունը, ապա նաև KTLA-ը, բայց CNN-ը դեռ լուռ է։ Տեսեք, կարևոր բան կա գիտակցելու, որ քանի որ CNN-ը բավականին ազդեցիկ ու կարևոր լրատվամիջոց է որևէ իրադարձության համաշխարհային հնչեղություն տալու համար, դա մի կողմից կարևոր է մեր հայրենակիցների այստեղ գտնվելը, բայց մյուս կողմից նաև սա մեծ հաշվով ուղղված է ոչ թե CNN-ի դեմ, այլ ամբողջ ամերիկյան լրատվամիջոցների եւ պահանջը ոչ թե պարզապես լուսաբանումն է Արցախյան պատերազմին, այլ ամբողջական մանրամասն եւ օբյեկտիվ լուսաբանումն է։ Մենք մոտենում ենք կրկին կենտրոնական հատվածին, որտեղ մեր
խոսքն է ուղում, այո, ժողովրդին հյուպատոսը, տեսնենք ինչ հորդորով է ժամանել այս ժամին այստեղ 12:40
ամենայն հավանականությամբ հյուպատոսը կոչ կանի մեր հայրենակիցներին գնալ տուն, ամենայն հավանականությամբ կոչ կանի գնալ տուն, որովհետև սա ամենակարևոր պետական նշանակության նաև պողոտա է։ Հիմա փորձենք հասկանալ թե ինչ է։
Այո, շատ կարևոր է ծառայեցնել այսօրվա ցույցը նպատակին եւ նաեւ միևնույն ժամանակ չվարկազրկել նաեւ տեղի համայնքին, ուստի պիտի կարողանան հնարավորինս իրենց կոչերում լինել հստակ, բայց նաեւ միևնույն ժամանակ ցուցադրելով օրինապահ կարգապահություն։
Այո, այս ամբողջ ընթացքում մեր հայրենակիցները բավականին կարգապահ էին, նույնիսկ ես խնդրում եմ դուք սա տեսեք, որևէ աղբ մեր հայրենակիցները չեն թողել փողոցում, խնդրում եմ տեսեք, թե որքան մաքուր է, այլ մեքենաների մեջ են հավաքում, վստահաբար նաև իրենցից հետո կլինի այդ ամբողջ գործընթացը մաքրման։ Փորձենք տեսնել, թե ինչ կասի մեր հյուպատոսը։
These guys have a party. What's going on? Love it.
հիացմունքս հայտնել մեր հայերով, որովհետև մեր հայերը պորտկումներով չէ, որ առաջնորդվում են։ Մեր հայությունը շարունակական ձևով, տոկուն ձևով անում է իր սրբազան առաքելությունը, աջակցելով հայրենիքին։ Մենք բոլորս միասնական ենք, մեր ամբողջ ժողովուրդը միասնական է։ Միասին մինչև հաղթանակ։ Ժողովուրդ ջան, մի րոպե, պարոն Հիպատոս ջան, մենք բոլոր ժողովրդի կողմից շնորհակալ ենք ձեզ, որ դուք եկել եք, աջակցում եք, մենք տենց էլ գիտենք, ուզում եմ ասեմ, այս վաղ ժողովուրդը ձեր բանակն է, օգտագործեք բոլոր լծակները, բոլոր օրենսդրական հնարավորությունները, մենք ձեր կողքին կայնած ենք, ամեն ինչով, մենք զինվորներ ենք, դուք ղեկավար եք, ձեր ցավը տանենք։
Որ դուք գնաք բոլոր հեռուստաընկերությունները եւ ասեք ես եկել եմ եւ ուզում եմ ճիշտ ասեմ ինչա կատարվում Արցախում։ Մենք ձեզ
Արգելի հայրենակիցները ըստեյության Հյուպատոսը ոչ չարեց, որ մեր հայրենակիցները գնան մենք մնում ենք այստեղ, այստեղ փորձում ենք ներկայացնել իրադարձությունները։
Ձերքին ունեք կանենք, փոշի անգամ չի նստի։
Սա մեծ ոգևորություն է, որ այստեղ կա մեր հայրենակիցների մոտ։
Մտածված, չափազանց կարևոր է։ Ճիշտ ձևով մեր քայլերը կատարենք, որպեսզի նպատակին հասնենք։
Շնորհակալություն մեկ անգամ ևս Հյուպատոսի։
Ծափարություններով ճամփ են տրում մեր Հյուպատոսին։
Let me get back to the shot real quick. Diamond Dap. Hey, you never called, bro. What happened to you? What else we got right here? 60% of the Azeri military budget is spent on Israeli military. Wow. CNN covers this story fairly. Okay. Strategies I always appreciate, respect, and was impressed by Armenian people, Mason, Blackwell, and when I leave California many years ago, it's part of an American success story. What is the country of Armenia doing to protect themselves? That is a great question, Taylor. Wow, that is a great question.
այս պարագայում օտարերկրի, այսինքն Հայաստանի դիվանագիտական ներկայացուցիչ, ես կարող եմ կամ չեմ ընդունված
Պարոն Բայբուրցյան, Horizon TV-ի համար երկու հարց խնդրում եմ, մենք հիմա ուղիղ եթերում ենք, ես ուզում եմ հասկանանք ինչ պիտի անի ժողովուրդը, ովքեր հիմա այստեղ են եւ ձեր խորհուրդ ու կոչը բուն իմաստը որը պիտի լինի հիմա անելիքների, որովհետեւ հաստատակամ են մինչեւ առավոտ այստեղ մնալու։
Ասեմ, որ այն ինչ որ ես նշեցի խոսքիս մեջ, որ մեր ձայնը հասանելի որպես հայություն, որպես հայկական համայնք բարձրացվի ճշմարտությունը մատուցելու նպատակով, այսինքն այն ինչ որ կատարվում է Արցախում, ինչ որ կատարվում է Հայաստանում, որպեսզի ոչ միայն ամբողջ միջազգային հանրությունը, այլ նաև ամերիկյան հասարակությունը իմանա, բայց միևնույն ժամանակ շատ կարևոր է, ես կրկնում եմ վերահաստատում, որ կարևոր է կազմակերպված ձևով անել, ճիշտ ձևով անել, որպեսզի ամերիկյան օրենքների նաև խախտումներ չլինեն, բայց նաև արդյունավետ լինեն մեր համայնքի անելիքները։ Այնպես որ ողջունում եմ այն բոլոր քայլերը, որոնք նպատակին են ծառայում, այսինքն ընդունված ձևերով մատուցում են ճշմարտությունը ամերիկյան հասարակությանը։
Ձեր կարծիքով սա արդյունք կտա եւ նպատակին կծառայի, թե ոչ այս տարբերակը։
Այս տարբերակը կարող է արդյունք տալ եւ պետք է արդյունք տալ, միայն չափազանց կարեւոր է, որ մեր հայությունը ուրեմն այդ կազմակերպվածության շրջանակներից դուրս չգա։ Չափազանց կարևոր է, որովհետեւ այդ քաղաքակիրթ ընդունված ճանապարհով գնալը դա հաջողության երաշխիք է, բայց ոչ շեղվելը։
Շնորհակալություն, պարոն Բայբուրցյան, ես մեր հետևորդներին, ովքեր հիմա դիտում են, ուզում եմ տեղեկացնել, որ վայրկյաններ անց միանալու ենք, մնացեք մեզ հետ։ Եվս մեկ անգամ ողջունում ենք բոլոր նրանց, ովքեր հետևում են մեզ եւ ես եւ իմ գործընկերուհի Սվետլանա Բոսնոյանը այստեղ ենք արդեն գրեթե արդեն 9-րդ ժամն է մեր հայրենակիցները հավաքված են Sunset պողոտայի վրա խաղաղ բողոքի ակցիայով ընդդեմ CNN հեռուստաընկերության եւ ամբողջ ամերիկյան լրատվամիջոցների։
Եվ տեսնում ենք, որ հայերի թիվը այստեղ շատանում է, չնայած որ արդեն կեսգիշերն անց է, բայց մարդիկ կանգնած են եւ բոլորովին չեն պատրաստվում մեկ այլ նահանջել եւ վերադառնալ տները, որովհետեւ իրենք դեռևս կիսատ մնացած գործ ունեն։ Այստեղ սպասում ենք, որպեսզի ամերիկյան հեռուստաընկերությունները արձագանքեն արցախյան իրադարձություններին։
Նրանց համար, ովքեր տեղյակ չեն, այսօր ժամը 4-ից մոտավորապես մեր հայրենակիցները հավաքվել են եւ փակել են ըստ էության Sunset պողոտան։ Ժամեր առաջ մենք լսեցինք նաեւ, որ մեր հայրենակիցները մի հսկայական մայրուղի են նաեւ փակել, այսինքն այդպիսով կատվածահար անելով երթևեկությունը մենք ուզում ենք ուշադրության հրավիրել ամերիկյան լրատվամիջոցներին։ Այս պահին Sunset պողոտայի վրա փակված է վերջին տեղեկություններով 17-ից ավելի խաչմերուկ։ Մեր նախորդ լայվի ժամանակ, որը կդիտեք, մենք փորձում ենք հերթով հաշվել եւ ամենաեզրային խաչմերուկից գնացինք մինչեւ մյուս եզրայինը, հիմա նույնը կրկնում ենք եւ նաեւ ընթացքում եթե հանդիպենք ծանոթ եւ սիրելի մարդկանց, անպայման կխոսենք նրանց հետ նաեւ սովորական անցորդների, մարդիկ, ովքեր այստեղ են, մարդիկ ուզում են անպայման լսելի դարձնել հայության ձայնը ԱՄՆ-ում ու այդպիսով նաև ամբողջ աշխարհում։
Այո, մենք քիչ առաջ հանդիպեցինք երիտասարդների, ովքեր որ իրենք անձնական այսպես donation-ներ դրամահավաք էին կազմակերպել, որը որ արդյունքում արդեն կուտակված գումար ուղիղ փոխանցելու են հայկական ֆոնդին եւ բավականին գովելի ակցիա է, ընդամենը $1 հանգանակության արդյունքում բավականին մեծ գումար էին հավաքել աղջիկները։
Եվ այսպիսով նաև մեր հայրենակիցները այստեղ ժամանակը իզուր չեն անցկացնում։ Նախքան այս ամբողջ իրադարձությունների մանրամասները ձեզ ներկայացնելը ուղղակի երկու տողով ուզում եմ խոսենք նաև առաջնագծից ստացվող նորությունների մասին, որոնք ցավալի են։ Ադրբեջանը շարունակում է Ստեփանակերտի վրա հարցակումներն ու հրետակոծությունները, բայց եւ մերոնք չեն նահանջում, մենք տեղեկություններ ունենք, որ Գյանջայի ռազմական օդանավը խոցված է պաշտպանության բանակի կողմից, որը ողջավորություն է առաջացնում, բայց նաեւ այս օրերին մենք անընդհատ ցավալի նորություններ ենք լսում, բարբերաբար փորձում ենք ձեզ ներկայացնել։ Խնդրում եմ բոլորիդ կիսվեք այս տեսանյութով հնարավորինս շատ տարածեք, որպեսզի աշխարհը տեսնի, թե հայությունը ինչով է զբաղվում Միացյալ Նահանգներում այն օրերին, երբ առաջնագծում արյունալի ու ողբերգական պատերազմ է ընթանում։ Ըստ էության, եւս մեկ անգամ շեշտենք, սա ոչ միայն պատերազմ է Հայաստանի եւ Ադրբեջանի միջեւ, այլ Հայաստանը միայնակ քաղաքակիրթ աշխարհին պաշտպանում է թուրք-ադրբեջանական ահաբեկչություններից։
Եվ րոպեներ առաջ Արծրուն Հովհաննիսյանի պաշտոնական կայքում հայտնվեց նաև այս հայտարարությունը, Ադրբեջանի բնակչությանը կոչ եմ անում արագ լքել իրենց քաղաքները հնարավորին կորուստներից խուսափելու համար։ Այս ամենի ամբողջ պատասխանատվությունը կրում է Ադրբեջանի ռազմաքաղաքական ղեկավարությունը։
Սա արդեն ենթադրելի է, որ մեր
հայտարարություն է։
Եվ ենթադրելի է, որ մեր կողմից լինելու է շատ կոպիտ ու կոշտ պատասխան ադրբեջանական ագրեսիային ու հրետակոծություններին ու Հորիզոն հեռուստաընկերություն, ներողություն, Հորիզոն հեռուստաընկերություն մենք ուղիղ եթերում ենք։ Ուզում եմ մի քանի բառով ներկայացնեք, ինչքան երկար եք մնալու այստեղ ու ինչ եք ակնկալու։ Մեզ հիմա նայում են հազարավոր մարդիկ տարբեր նահանգներից, աշխարհի տարբեր անկյուններից, հիմնականում հայեր, ովքեր անպայման ուզում են նաև ծանոթանալ օվկիանոսի տարբեր ափերին ինչ է կատարվում, ինչ կասեք նրանց աշխարհի տարբեր անկյուններում։
Աշխարհի բոլոր հայերը թող իմանան, որ հոգի ամեն ինչի աշխարհի հասնում բոլորս
Շնորհակալություն ձեզ։
Բրուր քիչ առաջ հարցնում էի, թե հիմնադրամ.org-ով
Այդ մասին կարծում եմ մի քիչ ավելի ուշ կխոսենք, որովհետև հիմա աղմկոտ հատվածում ենք, կենտրոնական մասը ուզում եմ ցույց տանք, թե ինչ հետաքրքիր է դասավորվել CNN-ի հենց դիմաց, հարգելի հեռուստադիտողներ, մենք հսկայական դրոշ ենք բացել։ Իդեպ այստեղ տարբեր լեզուներով կոչեր են հնչում ու մարդիկ անպայման ուզում են հայության ձայնը լսելի դարձնեն, աշխարհով մեկ հուսանք արձագանքը շուտ կլինի։ Գյանջայի օդանավակայանի մասին մենք խոսել ենք արդեն, էլի կխոսենք, մանրամասներ կներկայացնենք։
The story here is about the tenacity, the persistence, the tenacity, the persistence, the unity.